Hello, angels. My name is Diana, and in today's episode, which marks the first of this podcast, and I want to thank you for listening to it, we are talking about limiting beliefs. So, if you enjoyed this episode, please rate the show so that it will be proposed to more people so we can all help each other in this loving community. I will also post this episode on YouTube, so feel free to subscribe to my channel. And again, thank you so much for your support. And let's get into this episode because I know you will love it and I have a lot of things to say. So let's start by defining the limiting belief. It is the idea that you have in your subconscious mind a limit that has most probably been planted in the depths of your brain by your parents, family members, or society while you grew up. To give you an example, when I asked myself what are the subconscious limiting beliefs I grew up with, I figured out that I wanted recognition from my parents because they would never really cheer me up when doing good at school. I grew up in an East European household where if you were not the best in school, you were kind of a failure. But this was their mentality since growing up with communism, and they probably did what they thought best. But actually, I lived this story for another podcast episode. So growing up, I tried to seek attention from people by posting videos, writing on blogs, etc. Basically, I tried everything. But let me ask you something. Do you realize that this society is so full of illusions? Everything that we see is an illusion. Our reality is an illusion. So what do you want to make out of that? Because if this reality is an illusion, and you are the creator of your reality, because you are, let me ask you, what would you do different today in order to create your perfect reality? I repeat, and please let this sink in. What would you do today to make it different? How would you talk to yourself? Do you see yourself as the same version, stuck in the same place as last year? Or do you take action to create a better version of yourself? And I'm not talking about the hustling mentality because we are not meant to hustle in order to receive anything. I am talking about changing your reality today. But how are you going to change your reality if your mind it's stuck in the same ideas? How are you going to change your reality if you didn't dig deeper inside your subconscious mind and figure out what are those limiting beliefs? What makes you think you are not worthy for that job, for example, for that apartment, and so on? Is this your idea or your parents'? And I want to tell you something really, really wow. While I was preparing this text, because I do prepare my ideas in advance, I was listening to a DJ set, an incredible duo that's called Cosmic Gate, which is a genre of deep house. And I was hearing in my mind their name, Cosmic Gate, very loud. And you know why? Suddenly, it made me think about the quantum leap idea. Because I truly believe in quantum leap. And let me explain to you why I'm talking about this and what it has to do with limiting beliefs. So just bear with me on this one. So last year, I was on this island that I really loved called Tenerife. And I tried a quantum leap experience where you would go through a door or a tunnel or whatever you want. And you imagine yourself quantum leaping into a different reality. So quantum leaping means that you are basically going through a door or a tunnel or whatever. And when you step on the other side, you become a different person. Because you can literally step into another reality because you decide to. How does that sound to you? So I remember making a quantum leap by driving through a tunnel and I told myself that I would be a better version of myself. Because I was the kind of version of me that used to start things but never go through an end with them. Like I would start a vlog, I would start, a new TikTok page or stuff like that. And I would always let it go in the middle of the process. So I was that kind of person. And I would have amazing ideas. And I would do that because I was searching validation from external people. Because as I said, my parents did not give me enough recognition when I was a child. So this brings me back to the limiting beliefs idea. And let me ask you again. What is stopping you today to take the action that your heart's been wanting to do for so long? But you're not taking because you still have unconscious ideas planted in your unconscious mind from your childhood that you did not acknowledge yet. So let me just tell you that after I did that quantum leap, I was literally inspired to create 2 digital products that I actually put on sale in the internet like 2 months after. And in 2023, if you're listening this year, basically, I managed to do money for the first time in my life using internet with no support whatsoever, only with my ideas and thoughts that I actually transcribed, and I made a digital products. And so for the first time in my life, I changed the version that I am because I chose to do a quantum leap. I chose to be a better version of myself. I chose to step into a reality. Well, if I would start things, I would finish them. And I would do what it takes to actually make something out of them. So again, I want to ask you another question. Did you try to manifest things for so long, but it never worked for you? If the answer is yes, do you want to know why? It's because you have unconscious limiting beliefs planted in your mind. And you didn't even realize that you don't even need new techniques to manifest. You don't need to read new books or whatsoever until you acknowledge what those limiting beliefs are. In my case, until I realized the true meaning of my lifetime, which is to help people, I figured out that I have to leave away the shame, the expectations, my family's limiting beliefs, and all of that bullshit away, so I can start speaking my truth. Because again, I was hearing all of my life that this will not work out for me. Only 1% of the people can do that. You cannot make money out of nothing, and so on and so on. And this year I proved myself that I can make money with my mind. I can create things that are giving me back value. So today I'm not seeking validation from people anymore, because I'm speaking from a pure intentional space of offering information and ideas that would genuinely help others, because I know that this will help you. So what is that is holding back yourself from becoming a better version of yourself today? And what have you been told to all of your life? Because it's a lie. Let me tell you that what you heard from your family or from society is a lie. Because what your family projected onto you is a lie. Because those are their limiting beliefs and their generational trauma. So why should generational trauma should be yours? You have the power to say no more. I do not want any of that trauma anymore. I choose to not listen when my parents tell me that I should be this or that or blah, blah, blah. I choose to not listen when someone else tells me that only the one person can have it all, but not me, because that is a lie. This is not reflective of how I feel. That is not reflective of my worth, because I am worth more than that. You are worth more than that, my angel. You are worth the world because you are made from divine essence. The Creator created us in His image, so we have divine power to have everything we want. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong about this, because the Bible says this. The Creator created us in His image. So this means that we are also creators. Like, think, for example, about the feminine energy and females in itself. Women are creators. We create life. God gave us this power, which is so amazing, to create life, to hold on to life. So why do you think that you cannot create the life that you want? If this really resonates to you, think about this. Because, once you start acknowledging things, it's like you have already healed half of them. The more we are aware of our traumas, the more we can let them go. So, my angels, let's create a beautiful life together. And once again, I hope that this resonated with you. If it did, please rate this show, because it's my first episode. And of course, I think we are never ready to put out something out there, especially because I'm pouring my heart and my soul into these podcast episodes. So since this is my first one, I know that you have my back so that I can keep on making new ones, because I don't want to let this go. I want to be there for you. If you're all alone and you have nobody to cheer you up, or I don't know, I'm just here to share these ideas with you. So feel free to subscribe to this podcast channel, or go to my YouTube channel, which is Diana's Talks, where I will be uploading all of the Cosmic Talks episode podcast. Feel free to also subscribe and follow me on my TikTok and on Instagram. It's still Diana's Talks. And let us create a beautiful life together. And I hope to see you in the next episode.